Passes it to Davis. Kicks it to Nance. Outside, Davis. Pass to Palmer. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stance for Orlando?
A huge part of their offense, pushing the ball, looking for fast break opportunities. Always a good idea.
And, you know, another thing that's been working for them tonight, scoring off turnovers, points off miscues. They've been converting any mistakes at the other end.
Robinson's checked in for the Magic.
You don't see him have too many of those trips to the line.
Here's Patton. And blocked the ball with his palm. What a defensive play. Defended by Dunleavy. And there's the pass to Bol. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Not much you can do about that. I mean, Bol just overwhelming the defense with his size in tight.
Pass to Dunleavy. Passes it to Patton. Banchero outside. Pass to Black. Trying to get open is Robinson. A nice shot.
They've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Defended by Dunleavy. Davis in the corner. Releases. And Baltimore again with the bucket.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Black kicks to Banchero. At the elbow, it's Robinson.
Away team foul. Palmer. Second personal foul. Second team foul.
The Magic have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
Robinson.
The first one falls. Baltimore making a switch here. Robinson hits them both. Baltimore trails by 5. Outside Holiday. The 3. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Sessions against Holiday. Now Sessions. And it's sent back by George. Here's Gilliard. Inside. Good on the shot.
That's serving it up on the platter there. What a nice pass. A high percentage look was the result.
Magic leading by 3. Smith outside. Magic moving the ball around. Shoots from 14. That one's off. He starts the game with a miss.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Sessions against Holiday. To the left wing. We've got 1:23 left to play here in the first. Here's Bol. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
No surprise there. I mean, realizing he has the size advantage, he exploits it perfectly.
There's the pass to Sessions. Kicks it out to Prince. Pass to Sessions. Lets it go with a three. That shot off. Baltimore with the ball. They trail by 1. 35 seconds left in the first quarter. Covered by Smith. Holiday looking for an opening. Passes to Bull. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Pass to Prince. Here's Sessions. Smith tips it back in.
Smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they?
Yes, they can. They can't allow him to beat them to too many more of those.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Magic lead by 3. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. Welcome back to playoff basketball on 2K Sports. This is the Eastern Conference Finals. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Magic?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And, you know, for them, guys, it's all about tempo. Keep the pressure on and do so as much as possible.
Magic leading by 3. Smith is out there with Dunleavy. Then there's Reed. Then there's Black. And it's Patton in at the 2 guard. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Magic. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Jackson passes to George. Davis with it. From deep. The offensive rebound. Jackson kicks to Davis. Shot clock at 6. Second chance shot. Rebound by Smith. Here's Orlando now. 3-point lead to the paint. Here's Reed. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
Now the pass to Clark. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over.
You got to know, this is Clark's skill set at this stage of his career. He takes quality shots when he's inside.
Pass to Patton. Now here's Reed. Smith surveying the D. Stolen by George. Outside, Davis. Outside, Jackson. The 3. And they recover it. George finds Jackson. No luck, they battled on the glass, but couldn't knock it down. Fast break, here they come. Here's Black. And the layup falls. Black's got the lead up to 5 now for Orlando.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Yeah, and that field goal percentage zooming upwards is now above 50%, which is pretty strong.
Green left side. Jackson kicks to Clark. And there's the feed to Davis. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Davis has got 7 points.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the D thinking, jump shot, gave a little pump fake, and then off to the races.
Black, no good.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
Green passes to George. Back to Green. Feeds it to George. Green deciding where to go with it. Shot clock at 5. He kicks to Jackson. Jackson missing again.
Boy, I'm absolutely shocked he didn't get that one to go. Usually he's money from deep.
Here's Black. Down it goes. His third basket. He's now 3 for 4.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
There's Green with the 3. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Green's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Here's Pat. He's guarded by Davis. Goes up the baseline. The shot's good. Patton's got his third basket of the night right there.
That is how you use the shot fake, folks.
Outside Jackson. Back to Green. Beyond the arc. That doesn't go either for Green. Magic leading by 4. Now Dunleavy. Offensive rebound. Smith. Great D that time from Davis. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Barons. Davis with it. He has 7. Outside, Green. Pulls it up. And Davis with the basket on the assist from Green. Davis has got 9. A tight game here in Orlando. And now the first timeout called here for the Magic.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
And you know what? We'll see what changes he makes coming out of this timeout.
Youth Dance Team.
So a new group on the floor for Orlando.
For your Magic Youth Dance Team.
Over to the left wing. Out of bounds. Possession goes to the Barons.
Ball goes to the away team.
So it's the Barons now, trailing by 2. Three-pointer. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Yes, that goes in. Carter's got his first 2 points of the night.
This is where Carter Jr. is most comfortable, in my opinion. Feels like he can score at will from there.
Pass to Davis. Pulls up on the wing, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Baltimore.
You know, right from the start, it seemed they got hot from three-point range, pulling apart the defense and racking up the points, too.
And another thing Coach will be thrilled with, the assist numbers, spreading the wealth and creating some offensive opportunities.
Orlando trailing here. Kicks to Prince. To the wing on the left. Lobbed up there for Prince. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down.
Well, I tell you what, that's the play we'll remember if they can put together a little surge to break this game open.
Outside, Davis. Pass to Palmer. To the left side wing. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on Wendell Carter.
You know, I love how he absorbs the foul and still had a chance to knock that one down.
Boy, terrific play there. I thought even with all the contact, he still was going to get that shot to go down.
Both shots good from the stripe. And here's Sessions. Still scoreless. Carter on the wing. And he banks in the layup. Carter's got the game tied up here for the Magic.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
So it's the Barons now. He's covered by Sessions. 1:46 left in the first half. Davis against Prince. That one good for two. Davis has got the lead back up to 2 now for Baltimore.
Boy, he's been a rock of offensive support so far, and when they've needed a basket, they've turned to him.
Here's Sessions. Offensive rebound. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Carter Jr. plays with an impressive physicality. I think it's what makes defenders overcommit like this.
This is his first free throw of the game. That free throw, no good.
You know, Wendell Carter Jr. really epitomizes the modern big man. He can stretch the floor and do work on the glass, giving you high utility on both ends.
Robinson's checked in for the Magic. And he's good on the second. A minute 20 left to play here in the half. He's covered by Sessions. Pass to Gilliard. Baltimore moving that ball around. The pass to Bull. That one, no good. Some solid defense from Robinson. Covered by Nance. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
3-second violation. Away team ball.
Baltimore with the ball. We've got 33 seconds left here in the second. At the elbow, Bull. To the inside. It's not going to fall. He's taken 4 shots and made 2. Now here's Sessions. Hasn't made one yet.
Can we get a load of that one? Take that play and put it in the alley-oop textbook, boys.
Perfectly done. You're right. He put it on a platter for him.
And a nice touch on the finish.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Magic out in front, up 1. 2K Sports, back in a moment from the Amway Center.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And hello again. What a showing tonight. A sold-out building is where the action is happening. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Checking out the Magic. They've hung tough in what was a closely contested first half. If what we've seen in Game 1 so far is any indication, we're going to have quite a series on our hands. And Kenny, what are your thoughts on how Orlando played?
It's been an aggressive approach for them at the offensive end. Getting the ball inside and getting as many points as possible close to the rim. So far, so good. They have a nice edge in the points in the paint.
Shaq, let's get your insight on the visiting team.
They've got to be more assertive on the glass. Getting out hustle is a great way to lose a game. But in the second half, if they can generate extra possessions, it will go a long way toward getting the W.
And that's going to do it for our halftime show, sadly. Third quarter about to start. See you again after the final.
Horn. Oh, buzzer.
And we're ready to get back into the action here in Game 1. Let's see what this quarter has in store for us. You have to like what we're seeing from Davis.
And with all the pressure he must have felt coming into this one, it didn't faze him one bit. Fantastic start.
Yeah, you know, I think he relishes the pressure, especially in a big game like this one. He really eats that stuff up.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. On the floor for Baltimore, we've got Nance. He's out there with Jackson, and it's Palmer at the 5 spot.
And Carroll will score it in a multitude of ways. Nice jumper and rhythm there.
This is it to Nance. Outside, Davis. On the way, Jackson from past the arc. And Carroll grabs the board. And Carroll's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Shoots it. Orlando grabs the miss.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Guys, that's been the key to their lead. I mean, simply put, the effort they've displayed on the glass has been the difference.
That bucket in no time at all. And now an 8-point Orlando lead.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Shot to stop the run. Again, the miss by Baltimore.
And they start the second half with 3 straight misses.
The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Carter's got the lead up to 10 now for the Magic.
Right there. I mean, Carter using his instincts and his motor to track down the miss and convert it into second chance points. That's just really good work.
And Nance kicks to Davis. Back to Nance. On the way, Jackson. And here's Davis for 3. Carter pulls it in.
Ugly start to the second half. They've missed their first 4. They've got to get on track.
It's good.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Nance dishes to Davis. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. He kicks to Jackson. Nance outside. To the middle. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
Assisted by...
He's got 5.
And this offense needed that one after 4 misses to start the half.
Back the pass to Patton. Over Jackson. Up again. Great positioning on the putback. And the Magic lead by 12.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Pass to Palmer. From downtown. Black grabs the board. And it's Orlando's ball. This run now up to 13-2. Here's Patton. He's got 11. Kept alive. Here's Dunleavy. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5-for-8 clip.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Baltimore moving that ball around. Count it. Good.
Seems to have a knack for hitting guys in their spots. His vision, excellent.
Magic leading by 12. Here's Black. He's got 6. Pass to Dunleavy. Over Jackson. They get it back.
Banchero's so solid inside. Defenders are going to have a hard time with his size and quickness.
Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Magic.
You know, this is an example of why conditioning can be so important. I mean, it can be critical. They continue to sprint the floor, and there's no let-up in sight.
Take a break. And we also got to highlight how lackluster the opposition has been in terms of boxing out. This team is flat out bullying them on the offensive glass.
And he knocks down the first one.
You know, he gets to the line quite a bit, and I know Paolo Banchero would like to see his percentage from the line creep up, and I think it will.
And Orlando making a change here. Smith has checked in. He's perfect from the line this time. Baltimore with the ball. It's a 14-point game. Here's Gilliard, still without a basket. Kicks it to Holiday. The dish to George. Smith with some nice D.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
And George gets to Green. Pass to Gilliard. The pass to Holiday. Here's Gilliard. Passes to George. Rebound by the Magic. Banchero's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Out to the wing. Patton the pass to Banchero. Green with the rebound. Baltimore trails by 16. Pass to George. Lays it up and banks it in. George has got his first bucket of the night.
In that tight, with that much of an advantage height-wise, there's just not a lot the defense can do.
Pass to Banchero. Bounce pass, Smith. Here's Dunleavy. Baltimore with the rebound. some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Here's Gilliard. Back to Holiday. To the paint. Looking for Clark, and he gets it there. He feeds it to Green. Pass to Gilliard. Outside, Green. Clock at 6. On the wing, Green. The 18-footer is right on the mark. Green's got his second basket of the night. Time call here. The Magic decide to talk it over.
Every timeout, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
And I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
For your Magic youth and Steve.
Here's Pat. 13 points in the game. He kicks it to Smith. Robinson passes to Pat. There's the pass to Smith. We've got 1:18 left in the third quarter.
Well, this is where measurements don't tell the whole story. Clark is a tremendous shot blocker despite having an average wingspan.
Here's Pat. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more. Coming up. And Orlando making a change here. Reed's checked in. The Magic have been coming through at the charity strip. They've made 7 of their 8 attempts. Baltimore trails by 15. He's covered by Sessions. There's 48 seconds left to play here in the third. Dishes at the Bull. Takes the 13-footer. That one falls. Bull's got 6.
Not just the threat inside. Bull can stretch things out, too.
Passes it to Pat. And he makes the bucket, and it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. It triggers a replay review by the official.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay reviews is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on. Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
And, you know, I think he's going to tell them simply, we have to show more fight on the interior. That's the top priority right now.
He doesn't hit that one. And so it's Orlando. Their lead at 15 going into the break. Their defense has been active and effective. And we'll be back with you shortly. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Hey, that was a high-level pass no matter what position it came from. But it does make it stand out a little more when it's made by the big fella.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. We've got Paolo Banchero. Robinson is out there with Reed. Then there's Black. And it's Patton in at shooting guard. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Magic. Pass to Palmer. To the wing right side. Pass to Jackson. Here's Palmer. Guarded by Robinson. Here's Palmer. Excellent D that time from Robinson. Here's Black. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Patton kicks to Banchero. And the three off target.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Jackson against Robinson. And the pass to Bull. And the layup's good off the glass. Bull's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for Baltimore.
Not too many can match up with Bull in close.
A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. Outside Robinson. Here's Black. It's deflected. Guarded by Robinson. Passes it to Palmer. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And I like that they're not settling. Getting the ball on the interior, 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
Sometimes you just got to man up and take a tough foul in order to stop these free runs to the rim.
Takes it inside. A nice shot by Black.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on them.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
They're making a concerted effort in the second half to go inside. Trying to close that gap on the scoreboard.
Here's what Orlando's going with right now. Smith checked in for Mitchell Robinson. And Dunleavy subbed in for Naz Reid. And here's Banchero. He'll bring it up for Orlando. At one point, they led by 16.
Well, he had 1 3-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
Outside Jackson. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Here's Davis. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. Here's Black, and it's blocked. Davis looking for an opening. Passes to Davis. The layup missed.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to him?
And no let up in him either, guys. I mean, he wants to continue to expand that lead, and as long as he's the one taking the shots, that lead's going to expand.
Palmer passes to Davis. Down goes basket number 6 for him this game. He's taken 12 shots and made half of them.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
Here's Black. Here's Dunleavy. Banked in off the glass. Dunleavy's got 10 points in just the second half.
And you like to see since the half now, he's finally starting to come around.
Kicks to Davis. Pass to Jackson. Pass to Palmer. Outside, Davis. Six on the shot clock. Count that one. Davis has got 4 points now in the quarter.
You know, the defense has to be better. I mean, you can't give up that look.
Here's Pat. He's guarded by Davis. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Banchero. Driving to the basket. Black, no good.
And that's an important rebound, especially on a night where the board work has not been their best.
But they're still in this one, fellas. Can they pump it up a notch here in the clutch?
Now Davis. The tray. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Magic leading by 10. Black dishes to Smith. And there's the pass to Pat. And Davis pulls it down.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Outside Jackson. Back to Davis. And 44 left in the fourth quarter. To the inside. Palmer. That's in there. Davis with the assist. Palmer's got 4 points in the quarter.
And, you know, coaches will take possessions like that all day long. Phenomenal use of the screen there.
Here's Black. And right on through. Another basket. He's got 5 made on 5 of 9 shooting.
And you're not going to pass up that kind.
There's 1:17 left in the fourth quarter. Left side Jackson. Outside Davis. Passes it to Palmer. Shoots. Carter pulls it in.
The right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
Here's Black, and that one is stuffed right through.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
Here's Davis. Off on the layup.
And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
And you know what? That tells the story in a lot of games, guys. And here you go. It's telling the story tonight, too.
Costly error there. We'll see how they rebound from that miscue.
Well, you know what? Their wounds are self-inflicted. I mean, you've got to play much smarter than that.
And the foul on Drew Holiday. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
12 seconds left here in the fourth quarter.
Away team foul. Green. First personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for the Magic, number 22.
No good on the free throw.
2 shots.
He hits the second from the line. And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. A pretty good feeling right now for them to be out in front like this in the series.
You know, Kevin, momentum is so critical. And you know they'll want to ride this way.